Chicago skyline at night, OBlock streets, dim streetlights, foggy urban shops, slow zoom-ins on murals or graffiti. King Von, born Dayvon Daquan Bennett, was more than just a rapper. In the streets of Chicago and among fans worldwide, his name carried weight. Respect, notoriety, and for some, fear. But what built this reputation? Was it the music he made, the environment he grew up in, or the narratives constructed by media outlets? To truly understand, we have to step into the world that shaped him. OBlock, a neighborhood steeped in drill culture, where every lyric, every story, and every confrontation carried real-life consequences. King Von's reputation was not accidental. It was forged through art, life, and perception, a complex mixture that blurred the line between reality and myth. OBlock and Chicago drill, the environment that shaped him. B-roll, aerial shots of Parkway Gardens, narrow alleyways, mural art dedicated to Von, clips from Chicago drill music videos, blurred, obscured for fair use. Parkway Gardens, widely known as OBlock, was more than just a neighborhood. It was a crucible. For King Von, it was home, classroom, and battlefield. This area of Chicago has long been associated with the drill scene, a subgenre of hip-hop that thrives on storytelling rooted in real-life violence, survival, and street politics. Drill music isn't just lyrical, it's a reflection of the environment, a narrative of lived experiences where authenticity is currency. The cold streets, the neighborhood loyalties, and the daily struggles of its residents all contributed to how Von's reputation formed. Every song he released, every verse he spit, carried the weight of OBlock. For outsiders, the music created an image of Von that was larger than life, blending his artistic identity with the harsh realities of his surroundings. Sources displayed: on-screen, Wikipedia, Chicago Reader, early life and come-up, B-roll, childhood photos, early studio sessions, concert footage, interviews with Lil Durk and other OTF members. Born Dayvon Daquan Bennett, King Von's early life was marked by challenges that shaped his worldview. He grew up in Chicago, navigating a city rife with crime, poverty, and opportunity in equal measure. Early brushes with the law could have derailed him, but after a series of legal struggles, Von found his path in music. Partnering with Lil Durk and joining Only the Family OTF, he began channeling his experiences into storytelling rap that was both gripping and authentic. His breakout single, Crazy Story, was more than just a song. It was a vivid cinematic tale that captivated listeners, offering a window into the streets of Chicago from someone who had lived it. Von's narrative style, combining plot twists, dialogue, and real-life inspiration, elevated him above other artists in the drill scene, cementing his reputation as a storyteller who was as credible as he was charismatic. King Von Biography, King Von Lil Durk, OTF, Chicago rappers sources displayed, on-screen, Wikipedia, Chicago Sun-Times legal history, public records and what courts actually decided, B-roll, courtroom sketches, official documents, archival footage of Chicago courts, news clips about the Stuckey case. Von's reputation wasn't built solely on his music. It was intertwined with legal challenges that captured public attention. In 2014, he was arrested in connection with the Malcolm Stuckey case. While Bennett was ultimately acquitted, his co-defendant, Michael Big Mike Wade, was convicted of aggravated battery with a firearm. These legal battles, highly publicized and sensationalized, fueled the perception of Von as a dangerous figure, even in the absence of convictions. The public narrative often overlooked the acquittals, focusing instead on his alleged associations and street persona. This juxtaposition of fact and perception highlights a key aspect of King Von's life. His reputation was not just what he did, but also what people believed he was capable of, amplified by media, neighborhood lore, and the drill music culture that thrives on realness. The music as reputation engine, clips from Crazy Story, live performances, studio sessions, lyric breakdowns. Crazy Story and its sequels were not just hits, they were storytelling masterclasses. Critics praised the cinematic quality of Von's verses, which combined narrative twists, detailed dialogue, and a first-person perspective that made listeners feel as if they were living the experiences themselves. Fans read his lyrics as testimony, a window into life in Chicago's most notorious neighborhoods. This level of authenticity set Von apart from many contemporaries in the drill scene, establishing a unique credibility. His storytelling wasn't exaggerated for entertainment. It mirrored real events, lending his reputation an intensity that few artists could match. In a genre where reputation is earned through both words and actions, Von's music became both his art and his armor. Academic sit-down, Chicago Reader articles, newspaper clippings, Pitchfork and NPR coverage. Media coverage played a crucial role in shaping the aura around King Von. Interviews, scene profiles, and obituaries often blurred the line between Von's artistry and his real-life experiences. Outlets such as Chicago Reader, Pitchfork, NPR, and Vulture amplified the narratives of Von as a figure both feared and admired. Coverage frequently emphasized his street credibility and legal history, creating a perception that extended beyond music. Fellow artists, observing this media-fueled image, often treated him with caution. In many ways, Von's reputation was co-created by the press, blending fact, storytelling, and public perception into a persona that was larger than life. King Von Media, King Von Interviews, King Von Perception, Drill Rap Media. Atlanta, November 6, 2020. What official records say? B-roll, Monaco Hookah Lounge exterior, Atlanta streets, news footage, blurred surveillance overlays. On November 6, 2020, King Von was tragically killed outside the Monaco Hookah Lounge in Atlanta. According to official records from the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, Timothy Leaks, also known as Lil Tim, was arrested in connection with the incident. Reports from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution and Pitchfork provide timelines and witness accounts, but it is essential to distinguish confirmed facts from rumors and social media speculation. Surveillance footage circulated online, and claims of self-defense emerged from various parties. However, the confirmed records paint a clear timeline. King Von's life was cut short, and the legal process surrounding the incident continues. This moment, while tragic, solidified the mythos surrounding Von, blending reality with the narratives his music and reputation had already built. Why some rappers kept their distance. B-roll. Drill rap battles, archival studio footage, street scenes, OTF collaborators. So why did some rappers steer clear of King Von? The answer lies in perception, history, and respect. Despite legal acquittals, Von's past encounters with the law, combined with his lyrical realism, made him someone others approached cautiously. Drill is a high-stakes scene where reputation is everything. Missteps can have serious consequences. Von's ability to blend street credibility with artistry meant that his name carried weight, and other artists recognized it. His reputation was not simply earned through bravado, it was a combination of proven skill, perceived danger, and the unspoken rules of the environment he dominated. Concert footage, fan murals, chart positions, award nods, studio clips. King Von's legacy is complex and enduring. On one hand, his technical storytelling, lyrical prowess, and commercial success cement his place in hip-hop history. On the other, the myths surrounding his life, amplified by media, fans, and street lore, created a dual image, one of a gifted artist and one of a feared figure. His influence on drill music, particularly through his narrative style, continues to inspire emerging artists. King Von's story reminds us that reputation is both earned and constructed, and that the truth often exists somewhere between myth and reality. To understand Von, one must consider both his artistry and the environment that shaped him, appreciating the lasting impact he left on music and culture.